Welcome back to Theater Thursdays. Today we're super excited to present this week's at-home viewing of the super lengthy titled production, The Wonderful World of Disney's Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella.
Yay! This is seriously one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. My family could have worn out the VHS tape with how much we watched it growing up. But I'm pretty sure my mom even still has the tape. But she'll put it on for her grandbabies to enjoy though.
We definitely just dated ourselves bringing up VHS tapes. And if you don't know what they are, Google it. Which was also created around the same time this movie was made.
Oh no.
This movie is such a treat and chock full of the corny fairy tale tropes we love to see in musicals. Right down to not being able to recognize the same person, all because of one article of clothing obstructing their identity.
Yeah, but no, seriously, I think this movie is... Oh, sorry, ma'am. I thought you were my friend. I'll wait for her to come back. It's fine. I'm so nervous. I've never... Oh, thank God, babe, you're back. I don't know who this lady was that was next to me, but I would... Sorcerer. Also, quarter in the jar every time Whoopi Goldberg makes that noise.
Here we go. No matter how long it takes.
Excuse me?
What did you say to her?
Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella premiered on ABC on November 2nd, 1997. The Disney studio reportedly spent nearly $12 million to produce it, which was way more than the average television film budget. Over 60 million viewers tuned into the premiere, making it the #1 show of the week and the highest rated TV musical during its time.
The movie was nominated for 7 Emmys and took home the award for Outstanding Art Direction for a variety or music program. It also won an Art Directors Guild Award for Excellence in Production Design and was nominated for various categories at the Image Awards and Satellite Awards. Paula Montalban was the final actor to show up to audition for the part. The casting directors were actually really struggling to find an actor to fit the role of the prince, much like trying to find the foot to fit the glass slipper. He impressed the producers so much that they gave him the role, and it was his first television premiere as Prince Christopher.
Whoopi Goldberg, a literal queen of the acting world, embodied that look of royalty in her role as Queen Constantina. She used her connects with Harry Winston to lend $60 million worth of diamonds to the production. Armed guards had to be present during her scenes.
Bernadette Peters, who plays the role of the stepmother, is actually a Broadway legend. The producers thought it would be a waste to cast her in the role and then not showcase her voice. They actually borrowed the song Falling in Love with Love from another musical that Rodgers wrote, called The Boys from Syracuse, and they decided to play the scene as a mother's bitter words of wisdom to her daughters about the dangers of falling in love with love is falling for make-believe. Falling in love with love is playing a fool.
Whitney Houston was not only the fairy godmother in the show, but also one of the movie's producers. She was initially up for the role of Cinderella, but because the production took several years to find its footing, she felt she was too old to play the part.
Instead, she personally handpicked Brandy to play the role. Brandy only accepted the role given that her idol would play her fairy godmother.
Brandy was the first Black actress to portray the Disney princess, which was a historical feat, as Disney's animated feature of Cinderella was released in 1950. In fact, producers of the show wanted to reflect how society had evolved by the 1990s, so they went with the choice of non-traditional casting. This means casting a show without considering actors' ethnicity, skin color, or body shape.
That's why the royal family is made up of a Black mom, a white dad, and a Filipino son. Even Cinderella's family is just as diverse.
We hope you'll enjoy this magical movie as much as we do. And maybe even for some parents, this will be a nostalgic viewing. See you all next Theater Thursday.